Let's go ahead and start at the queen herself, Miss Oprah Winfrey. She just did amazing, incredible. I don't know that many big words. She just did outstanding. That's the last one I know. She just did a really great.
No, man, clap emoji, right?
Clap emoji, cry emojis, just so many feelings. She did an incredible speech at the Golden Globes, and now she should be our president of the United States. Fellas, your thoughts?
I thought it was funny going into that. You see it everywhere. I assumed it's because she said something, so I looked into it because I was like, we should probably do this for a topic. And then when I looked it up, it was like she just did a cool speech, and everybody started saying that. And I was like, well, that's not
the new Verizon part.
Yeah.
But like, that's the thing. Like, she's been in a lot of people's lives for decades, and if the last election shows us anything, we care about that more. We care about the personal connection with people, and I really think that's because of Facebook and all that stuff. And this generation coming up is more about connections than logic, which is a good thing sometimes, but a bad thing in others. I mean, everybody's like, I'd vote for her. Tom Hanks is her running mate and stuff. All right.
I heard Chance
President The Rock.
Yeah. So, The Rock on the cabinet and stuff. Like, that's great, guys. But that's really going to happen if you make it happen. And how's she going to get us out of deficit? What's her stance on education?
What's she going to do about North Korea? Like, just bullshit like that.
What's she going to do about the obvious racism still in this country and the forefront we're trying to make right now? She just going to give great speeches? Because we need more than that. I mean, is she going to make another great movie? Is she going to have another great talk show for 10 years? Is she going to write a magazine about it? It's funny. We talk about how great Obama was and everything, but he did it so well. He mixed being personal with making hard decisions and telling us about that and all these things. And now we're getting celebrities and billionaires telling us it's okay to vote for him and making us feel that way. Like, yeah, we want you to lead us, but do we really?
Man, I think that's just a sign of just where politics is going. It used to be people thought logically. They thought, if this guy can do the job, let him do the job. That's kind of how politics was ran. What experience do you have? What have you done in politics? What can you show us?
True merit, yeah.
Yeah, now it's about, I like this person?
But was it true merit too? Because a lot of those, and I think that's kind of where people are clinging to the personal connections because they feel like they know Oprah more than Hillary Clinton or
the random
or Ronald Reagan or whatever.
Right.
How much propaganda was fed to us to make us like these people. When an Oprah or for some people even Trump gave them joy 1 hour out of the day. No, I'm serious. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
you see someone, because Trump even,
because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to make yourself feel better about taxes and about how fucked up the world is and about I just got a ticket and all this stuff. And
it's just like attaching to the family or something.
Right. And who did that? Oprah did for a lot of fucking people.
It makes any crappy situation easier when you attach to that person who's like, especially with Oprah. It's always been Oprah. It's always been great. It's Oprah.
Yeah. So people want to hear, hey, we're getting bombed from somebody like Oprah. That's the bottom line.
Right. And I'm be honest, and I made it seem like, we always been real logical on how we pick presidents. Let me go back on that. That's really never been the case. Even if you think of somebody like Abe Lincoln, which I read, he did the hat thing as sort of a image ploy. Because when people did portraits, they would see the hat and they would symbolize. So that's always been the thing, is how can I get people to sway my way? If it wasn't, then most people would think, well, okay, Oprah's a nice gal, Trump's a nice guy, but I'm going to go and do my research and see, and we will always have what we would call, quote unquote, a qualified president. So that's really never been the case. It's always been popularity. I think the difference is now you can be a personality. You don't have to be a good politician or the most popular politician. We really just reaching in a pool of people that we like, that we know. And we feel like we know Oprah. You see what I'm saying? I feel like I know that. I've been knowing that bitch for a while.
So you grew up with her, man. Like, she's your godmother, right?
Seen her when she was fat, skinny. Come on now.
So, I mean, and think about how many careers she jumped and started. I mean,
Dr. Phil.
The Oz show, and back before she went crazy for a little while, Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh yeah.
I
think she's still.
Well, she is.
Shout out to Rosie O'Donnell. She leads some movements.
It's it's Oprah. So, I mean, like I was saying, when it first all came out, I thought it was a big deal because she said it herself. So it did surprise me that it came out like, Oprah 2020 and all this stuff because just, she did this great speech. It's like, sure, great speech. But it did surprise me that was instantaneously what it led to is people saying she should be president. But one thing I saw earlier, I was looking up stuff, is that it's in the episode of the Boondocks with Martin Luther King Jr. when he comes back to life. Or when he didn't technically die.
Yeah.
And at the end of that, it says Oprah in 2020, which I thought was funny. So they're going the way of the Simpsons if that happens.